Hello, we've got another awesome video for you today. Do you collect Australian stamps? Well, if you do, have you got one of these? A King George V penny red stamp from 1914. If you do, it could be worth $100,000, but only if it has this one particular feature. Let me explain. These Australian penny reds are one of the most collectible but also one of the most common stamps from down under. More than 1 billion of them were produced back in the day. However, there's a real interesting story that goes with this one. Back in 2013, a flawed version of this stamp was listed on eBay for 99 cents. This particular penny red had a strange sideways watermark that many believed to be a fake. Luckily for the owner, the stamp didn't sell, so he took it to a stamp dealer who specialised in Australian stamps. He then took it to the Melbourne International Stamp Fair, where it was decided by numerous philatelic experts to be the genuine article, and they valued the stamp at $100,000. Now, the good news for collectors is there are possibly more of these little gems in existence, given that printers in the past ran them in sheets of 120. There could be another 119 flawed penny reds out there. So if you have these particular stamps in your collection, get checking those watermarks. Up next, we have this little beauty. As is often the case with stamps, mistakes seem to pay off for collectors. One of the best examples of this is the inverted Swan, a 4p blue postage stamp issued in 1855 by Western Australia, and is considered as one of the world's first invert stamps. Technically, it's the frame that is inverted and not the image of the swan, but this interesting item is commonly known as the inverted swan. Now, the mistake wasn't noticed until 388 stamps had already come off the line, and these errors went unrecognised and unreported for several years. To date, only 15 of these philatelic gems have been found and are worth a small fortune. The inverted swan stamps are amongst the most valuable in the world, and each of these 15 stamps are in the hands of private collectors. In 2015, one of these stamps sold for an eye-watering £122,000. That's about $171,000. Only 15 have been found, so there are potentially more of these little lottery wins out there undiscovered. Finally, let's take a look at this one. It's the King Edward VIII 2p scarlet. This stamp is as rare as hen's teeth, so rare that neither the Australian Post nor the Queen have one in their collections, and as such is extremely valuable. When Edward VIII abdicated the throne on the 10th of December 1936 to marry Wallis Simpson, printers immediately stopped the development of the new stamps. Some 71 million 2p stamps had to be burned, along with all the inks and printing plates. However, one sheet had been given to Lord Huntington, the Governor of Victoria, as a gift when he visited the Commonwealth stamp printers in Melbourne just 2 months before the King abdicated. When he returned the sheet, however, it was -6 stamps that he had cut off and had sent to Sir William Vesty in England, who had put them in his own collection. The stamp features the etched portrait of the King in his naval uniform in a 3/4 pose. In 2015, a single stamp from the block of 6 came up for auction and sold for $172,000. 2 years later, another one of these stamps sold for $120,000. The remaining 4 were placed in a public collection. So sadly for philatelists, these 6 stamps are accounted for, and it looks like there are no more out there to find. But you never know, the others may come up for auction again, and if you've got the money, they could be yours. Just as a side note, the Edward VIII stamps were the first stamps to feature a beardless king. Anyway, that just about wraps up this video. Keep an eye open for those inverted swans, and do check the watermarks on your Australian penny reds. Some of them are yet to be found. Right, if you like this video, then please do subscribe to the channel. Here are a few more that I'm sure you will like, so check them out. Thanks for watching if you have, and until the next video, bye for now.